Hello, it's Miriam and Clover. And today we're going to be talking about the new moon in Cancer taking place July 20th, 2020 at 2:33 in the afternoon Atlantic time. So, I did a little sketch out of the actual chart for this moon. Look at that! Whoa! And of course, a tarot reading as well. I used my two Kyle Gray Oracle decks, Keepers of the Light Oracle and Angels and Ancestors Oracle cards. I used the Sun and Moon Tarot and also the Moon Phases Oracle, which is this cool little indie deck that I got years ago. It doesn't have a box or anything, but love it. Yay. So it's really interesting to see the consistent themes between the tarot reading and the astrology. And basically, a consistent theme here and a consistent theme across the entire year is the sort of like big guy, the formerly large powers continuing to crumble, and the little people rising. Almost as a result of being given enough time and space to kind of find our centers again and emotionally reset so that we gain a lot of strength for the battle to come. But, seriously. Woohoo! But yeah, let's get right to it. I've already shuffled and drawn the cards. So the shadow cards, the energy bringing us to this new moon, starts with Master Jesus, forgiveness. So openness and receptivity are a big theme here. Forgiveness is a challenge a lot of the time because it seems like it involves like letting someone else off the hook for something. But really, forgiveness is this powerful spiritual act that frees you from needing to focus on that anymore. Like the other person did that thing, and so they have to live with that. That's like this whole other side of it. But yeah, anyway, forgiveness alongside moon. Take note of intuitive messages. So we're gaining giant amounts of perspective on the overall cycle and the role that forgiveness and keeping our hearts open is going to play long term. Because yeah, the next shadow card is Wolf Moon. So this is an energy of kind of like of hunger and being ready to hunt down what you need to feel satisfied, especially where it comes to just like your life in general. So yeah, you're realizing that you need to be freed from a giant weight. And yeah, you're just have been in the process of downloading the steps towards releasing some amount of control in favor of coming together with the people that you know support you and are also aligned with your cause. So we have the Four of Pentacles reversed here. The key word on the Sun and Moon Tarot is power. And the Four of Pentacles is associated with the energy of the Sun in Capricorn. So Capricorn energy can represent like big business, big institutions and things like that. So again, power is shifting gears. What once was larger power is being forced to scale back slowly. And what once didn't have power is gaining the strength it needs to kind of rise in some very important way. Exciting. So, the main reading here. The two cards from the Kyle Gray decks are the Miriam, Sacred Vision. I love that card because my name is Miriam. And Heart Guardian. Love and let yourself be loved. So again, that theme of receptivity and finding community, coming together with like minds to build on this spiritual vision of just a more peaceful, more loving, more sustainable, more grounded, look at all this red, world where people are able to feel at home, are able to feel stable, secure, and supported. Everyone. Yes. And yeah, the oracle card from the Moon Phases Oracle is the Wish. So some powerful manifesting is going on. Again, it's really important to remain open at this time. A lot of us have been held in a place of pretty intense fear that makes it hard to believe that what we want can come through for us. Especially with a lot of what the media is saying about that like there's a giant recession coming, which is true probably, but like the tools to weather it are going to be provided as well, and it's going to be really important to trust in that. So I drew a few cards for this. The general theme of this new moon in Cancer is going to be the Two of Wands. So the Two of Wands is an energy of being exactly where you need to be in the process. You have a vision for the greater future, but you know you're exactly where you need to be in terms of continuing to just do the day-to-day things that keep the ball rolling slowly but surely. So you're exactly where you need to be in the process. Keep dreaming towards what you want the future to look like. And yeah, the main challenge surrounding this new moon in Cancer is the Princess of Wands, the Page of Wands. So just keeping that spark ignited. Where this new moon does take place in Cancer, it's going to be really important not to let the emotional waves put that spark out. And actually that's reflected in the next card, which represents what needs to be protected, what needs to continue to be nurtured, and that's the Five of Cups reversed. So you've already done some really important work in overcoming. The Five of Cups can be the literal card of feeling depressed. It's the card of being at a real midpoint emotionally. The figure is focusing on three cups that have spilled out, but there are two remaining standing. So this is a really important time to shift your focus back to what really matters, especially where it comes to interpersonal connections, and quite specifically, the people you love. And so our best advice for this moon is the Chariot reversed. So if things feel like they aren't moving very quickly, that's okay. We're exactly where we need to be. This is just the time where we're gaining support through connecting with others, where we're just continuing to review our life choices to date and finding the will that we will need to push through and continue to access that warrior energy as time goes on. So, higher self cards. Lady Portia, Divine Order. So trust, again, that there is a sort of like universal plan going on behind the scenes. White Witch, be the light. I love that. So basically the energy of this moon is just further helping push us towards getting back to our true natures, tapping into our personal magic. And again, this theme of the little guy rising is repeated. So nothing is the same as it was before. Things that were once sort of like weird and secluded are coming out to be shared and learned from, so that again, people who didn't have much power before are finding the energy to rise up and just build a better, much more harmonious society. So that is very much in the works. And so phases is the next higher self card. And yeah, so this cycle is far from over, but we're learning so much from watching the repetitions that are underway, and yeah, just learning as much as we can from them. So the final higher self card is the Fool. So I love how that ties in with that forgiveness card from the shadow card portion of the reading. But yeah, it's really time to release your expectations of the way things have gone before. I love that the Sun and Moon Tarot has a crocodile down here. So it's like, don't let the crocodiles from the past bite at you and convince you that what you're working towards will not work. This is really a time to just believe that the future is a much brighter place. There is a lot to work through before we get there, but things are changing rapidly. And that's actually very much repeated in the astrology. So I broke it down to like a bite-size recap of what's going on surrounding this new moon in Cancer. So a new moon is when the sun and the moon join together to charge. So it's like a totally new start, the release of an old chapter. So this new moon opposes Jupiter, Pluto, and Saturn in Capricorn. And that little knot of Capricorn energy is actually going to continue to be significant for the rest of the year, culminating in the Jupiter-Saturn conjunction on the winter solstice. So that's going to be a really intense event. It's usually associated with an attempt on a president's life. So like, whoa, watch for massive political tensions at the end of the year that will really be what launches this big change that we're all sensing and moving towards. But anyway, crazy. But yeah, so this moon, more than anything though, will illuminate ongoing and oppressive challenges and also help you see your way around, taking a gentler approach from where you stand and helping you find your flow in a much different way. Yeah, because this moon will carry a rapid, almost shocking personal level up, looking at that Five of Cups reversed again. Almost like you kind of grow up overnight. That Five of Cups reversed also emphasizes meditation, which has been a really strong theme in my readings, in readings for other people. So I think we're all being invited to just, again, spiritually bolster ourselves so that we can weather what's coming much more effectively. So I could take this advice because my meditation practice is like dead in the water at the moment, but I feel like really close to starting it again. So I'll keep you posted. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, so you've really realized, you've learned what you need to be able to flow. And you're really ready to fight for that. At the personal level, at the societal level, warrior energy is rising. Especially with Mars and Lilith both in Aries right now, passion is awakened and strong. And the oppressed are ready to take back a ton of power. Yay. So yeah, this is like really the time to start putting ideas into action. With the Chariot reversed, it's like not too quickly, but like really getting there. Yeah, the energy that you need to fuel that passion has arrived in an important way. So this is just the beginning of getting out of your own way where it comes to sharing your true self and your craft with the world, actually. Because again, the little person's time is now. So like, I can almost see this getting back to like a real like market society. Wow, how cool would that be? But anyway, your time is now. Share what you've been working on because yeah, it could be really beneficial. Because yeah, this is also a really cool time for rapid growth where it comes to literal abundance. Venus is sextiling the midheaven in this new moon's chart. So yeah, your career is ready for some growth. A lot of us are back at work, even though it's still the pandemic. But yeah, there's been a huge emphasis on supporting small business and stuff. So like ride with that if you fall into that category. Mm-hmm. But yeah, this is also a time that's rife with opportunities for powerful relationship healing. We're realizing really who we want to weather this storm with and why. And yeah, there are just such positive aspects between, let me see here. Oh yeah, Mars and Venus are sextiling each other right now. So that is the feminine principle and the masculine principle being really ready to work together in a way that provides harmony, joy, good things. But yeah, so like love, money, all of those want to come to you through this moon's energy, basically through it showing you how much you've overcome and helping that just like settle in on a profound emotional level that helps you put on your sort of like emotional raincoat for the things that are coming up and helping you just really harness your strength for when the time comes to make a move. Exciting. So that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Thanks so much for watching. My last reading got a bunch of like views, so I was really excited. Oh, thanks so much. So yeah, if you are into it, feel free to like and subscribe. And yeah, until next time, if you're interested in a private reading as well, you can check out my Etsy shop. I can put the link in the description below. But yeah, keep your heart open, keep reaching for the stars, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye bye.